Hi guys, AzureAce here and welcome back to The Heart. Headlines were today I have another discussion video, and this one is a very interesting one that I thought up. And it's one that I have not seen many people, if any people at all, talk about. And it is the notion that Riku might be the actual true main protagonist of the Kingdom Hearts series. And I have a bunch of evidence to actually back this claim up. Now I will say that, of course, Sora is the main protagonist. This has been said many a time by everyone, ranging from Nomura to Yasui to Hashimoto to just everyone really. Everyone knows Sora is the main character, but I'm just talking about this from a subjective and objective point of view, looking in through the eyes of not the creator or a fan or someone who's following the canon, but just as like a neutral, I guess you could say, someone looking in, not having really many thoughts, just kind of thinking from the events of the game and just how they unfold, because there's a bunch of things that have pushed Riku to being like one of the most important characters. He's a catalyst for things, he's been the product of different things, he's been part of a reaction of sorts of different things in the series, and I'm going to talk about a bunch of them here. Like, I've got so many things written down right here that Riku has been involved in that are major events that happen in the series. So we're just going to start off, we're going to try and go in kind of chronological order to show you how Riku has developed and how he has sort of gave to the series in terms of the plot. So first of all, we're going to skip right down to where we first see Riku in the Kingdom Hearts series, and that is in Birth by Sleep. Now, surprisingly, quite a lot of things happened in Birth by Sleep to Riku. There was a few things that basically started off his journey as a Keyblade wielder in the series. So when we see Riku in Birth by Sleep, he's just a kid. He is 5 years old and Sora is 4 years old. And the first thing we see that is a major event of Birth by Sleep, one of the biggest events of Birth by Sleep, is that he was the first of the Destiny Islands trio, being Sora, Riku and Kairi, to be given a Keyblade, and he was scouted out by Terra and given the Inheritance Ceremony. Now, if you don't know what the Inheritance Ceremony, hashtag shameless plug, you can check the video that is on the screen right now. You can see the info card on screen right now to Kingdom Hearts Lore 101 episode 14, where I talk about the Keyblade Inheritance Ceremony as well as the Mark of Mastery exam, and just like how they have been done over the series, different things about them, who they have involved, and just sort of things like that. It's a very good video. I highly recommend you guys go and check that out to get the information on the Inheritance Ceremony. But in the Inheritance Ceremony, Terra was able to give Riku the power of his Keyblade. He passed his Keyblade down to Riku, which would later take form as the Kingdom Key. Now I'm going to talk about that in a moment. Next thing he did, this is arguably the biggest thing anyone has ever done in the series, be it from Aqua to Riku to Terra to Sora to anyone. This is the biggest thing that's ever been done in the series. He was the one who encouraged Sora to open up his heart, which allowed Ventus's shattered heart to take refuge in Sora's heart, giving Sora the power to wield a Keyblade. Now, this would be the biggest thing that's happened in the series. This is one of the most important events to happen in the series, because as you know, Sora was never officially given a Keyblade. The only reason why Sora can wield a Keyblade is that he has Ventus's heart stashed within his own. However, now I don't think that is the case, because he has developed the power to wield his own Keyblade on his own without Ventus's help. But for the majority of Kingdom Hearts 1, up until about Hollow Bastion Visit 1, Sora was only able to wield a Keyblade due to the help of Ventus, and then he gained the power to wield the Kingdom Key on his own. And that is the next point I want to talk about. Because he fell into darkness, he was able to give Sora complete control over his Keyblade. On Destiny Islands, we see that he is taken over by the lust of darkness, the lust of the unknown, and he was able to give Sora the Keyblade due to that. Now, the Kingdom Key was originally Riku's Keyblade, if you didn't know that already. He was meant to get the Keyblade, but due to his darkness, and because he let it take him over in Destiny Islands, it transferred its power to the nearest person who was thought to have potential to wield a Keyblade, and that would have been Sora, because he has Ventus's heart within him, because Riku encouraged him to open his heart. Do you see how those two events link? But there's even more, man, there's so much. The next thing is one of the big events in Kingdom Hearts as well, is that he, along with the help of Mickey, Sora, and to a kind of a lesser extent, Aqua, closed the door to darkness at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. This is obviously a very big event that happened, and is of course the event that set Chain of Memories into motion. The next event that happened is a very important one that actually makes him one of the strongest Keyblade wielders in the entire series, and it is that he is the one who nurtured the darkness within him and has become one of the first Keyblade wielders seen in the entire series who has mastered both the use of the power of light and the power of darkness. Now, like I said, this is the first time we've ever seen this. No one's ever been able to do this before other than Riku, and the fact that he can do this makes him a very powerful Keyblade wielder, not to mention the fact that he is a master of the Keyblade as well. The next thing is that he was absolutely vital in the restoration process of Sora's memories by capturing Roxas at the end of 358 Days Over 2. Now, this is a very big event, you guys should know this. At the start of Kingdom Hearts 2, Sora was in this massive kind of pod thing in Twilight Town, and the reason for that is because Naminé tampered with Sora's memories in Castle Oblivion, which made him have to get set in this pod, and Riku decided with Naminé that he would go on and find himself and find his own way through the darkness, and then eventually he was able to get in contact with Diz, Darkness and Zero, otherwise known as Ansem the Wise, and helped a massive amount with helping the restoration of Sora's memories in the events of 358 Days Over 2 as well as in Kingdom Hearts 2. And the biggest event is that he captured Roxas, which set in motion the events of Kingdom Hearts 2, as well as set in motion the restoration completion of Sora's memories. And with that being said, he has always been this sort of puppet master of sorts, because he is the one who pulled all the events of Kingdom Hearts 2 along. He is the one who's helped Sora throughout his journey. We saw him multiple times as the hooded figure, we saw him in the Land of Dragons, we saw him in Twilight Town a bunch of times. He left items and things for Sora. He left the picture of Roxas, Hainer, Pence and Alette. He left the sea salt ice cream. He left a bunch of clothes for Sora in Kingdom Hearts 2 to string him along the journey. And of course we know that Data Riku was absolutely vital to helping pull along the events of Recoded. And even to a lesser extent, he helped pull along the events of Dream Drop Distance by being Sora's Dream Eater. And on that note, Sora wasn't Riku's Dream Eater, he was Sora's Dream Eater, which makes it kind of look like he is taking control of the events like a main character would do. And that's not even mentioning the fact that he has conquered Ansem not once, not twice, but on 3 separate occasions. He did it in Kingdom Hearts 1, he did it in Rechain of Memories, and he did it in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Now if that isn't like crazy, I don't know what is, because Ansem is not a very weak opponent to master. And of course, he was the one who first became a master of the Keyblade between himself and Sora, so that obviously makes him a very powerful Keyblade wielder. And while doing this, he was the first to gain the power of Waking, which is a special power that is going to be brought up heavily in Kingdom Hearts 3. And finally, he was the one who saved Sora from the Realm of Sleep twice, by diving into his sleep once during the start of Dream Drop Distance, as well as at the end to pull Sora out of the abyss of sleep that young Xehanort put him in when trying to turn him into his own Xehanort. And by diving into his heart a second time to defeat the Ventus Armoured Nightmare, he was able to get the power of Waking like previously said, as well as this very mysterious data that Ansem hid within Sora's heart. Now, in his words, he said he digitized himself and his data and hid it within Sora. So we don't know what this data is, we don't know what this research is, we don't know what he found out about Sora, but what we do know is that this data is going to be very important in Kingdom Hearts 3. In the 0.2 secret ending, Yen said that Chip and Dale are already analysing the data from Ansem the Wise, and they're going to see what they can get from it. So I'm pretty sure it's going to come up in Kingdom Hearts 3 as a major plot point. But that is it, guys. That is why I think Riku is the most important character and the true main protagonist of the Kingdom Hearts series. He has done many things that have pulled the events of the series along, influenced the events of the series, as well as made the events of the series what they are. But that's just my opinion. I believe that Riku is the true main protagonist, but I want to know what you guys think. So if you guys liked this video, please leave a like and a comment in the comment section below. Do you agree with me? Do you think Riku is the true main protagonist? Or do you think that Sora is still just the main protagonist? Please share this amongst your friends. I've been AzureAce, and thank you for coming to the video.
You have arrived. I'm here to tell you that if you don't subscribe to AzureAce for Dragon Ball, Kingdom Hearts, and Pokemon TCG content, you will wander forever in the darkness of your heart.